Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep, some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across. I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose.
Who is the consensus candidate of the APC for the president?
The president clearly mentioned that. The president said that, and I think you just mentioned that in your speech. He said the president said that our consensus candidate or our candidate to be selected must be somebody acceptable to Nigerians, somebody who understands what APC is all about, what APC is after, and he mentioned clearly that is somebody that will go to every part of the country and be accepted, similar, to what Mohammadu Buhari has said. We must bring somebody that can win election and be able to sustain all the good things that APC has done. So that's exactly the definition of the president. But if you are looking for a name, the president didn't mention a name, neither did anybody mention a name. So he gave us that in a blog and allowed us to think of that of the right person, in these past few days while he's in Spain. So when he comes back, then everybody can say, okay, we have thought about it, and we believe is Sheun who is going to be president.
So he asked the governors to go and think about that person and come back to him.
No. He just told us his dream of who will be president. That's it. My dream of who will be president is this, and I'm going to also consult with other stakeholders, not just the governors. I'm going to consult also with other stakeholders and the aspirants themselves. At the end of the day, we must remain a united party. I think that's just the dream of the president.
So he gave a description. But from his description, who comes to mind for you?
For me, I have not even started thinking about that yet, but I think we will do that when we go back and we sit with other stakeholders. There are so many stakeholders in my own state, and then we'll sit down and I say, okay, who do you think? I just told you now, national chairman happens to be from our state. My previous governor, the previous governor, my predecessor from the state, I have so many other people. So we'll consult together, and then we'll come up with who we believe very strongly from our own point of view will be the right person.
Do you think in your mind that the president is working from answers to questions?
And I think that's the way to go. He has to work from answers to questions, to say that, yes, the president should be this, and this, and now the question is, who is the person? And then we say, well, going by this definition of yours, the person is Mr. X.
Because he had said it, that he has a favorite. He said it, that he has a preferable candidate person to be the flag bearer of the APC. So one will wonder why he will allow everybody, since he has, and that person will likely be the flag bearer of the APC. So the question on the minds of everyone is, why make people go through this rigor when you already have someone that you're going to as your preferred candidate, and which is likely to be the candidate of the APC?
No, I think one thing is that what you just say he said, I wasn't there. Or at least
he said it to us.
Oh, okay.
That's an exclusive interview.
Oh, okay.
And we asked him.
Well,
he said, look, I do not want to reveal the person because I don't want them to go after the person.
That's very hypothetical, though.
Yeah, because so he said that he has a preferred candidate.
Yeah. So at our meeting, he didn't say that. Okay, so that's the reason why I say it is your meeting that he says that. So in our own meeting, at least he didn't say, I have somebody, He just said that we as people, we as APC should come up with the person who has this, and this. And that's...
Well, it looks to you that he has a preferred candidate from the way he spoke.
I don't think it looks to me that way. I think it looks to me that every one of us should collectively think and come up with the right person.
So when are you meeting the president again? To decide?
No, we have not been told that yet, because the president on his arrival, is going to meet with, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is going to be lots of meetings. So we may even meet more than once. So, and he may meet other people more than once. So that's the way it goes. That period is period of a lot of consultations, and I don't think it's a situation where the president will just say that this is the person, take him, or leave him. I don't think it's going to be that. If it's going to be that, then he wouldn't be inviting people for consultations and the rest of that.
Well, I mean, if you imagine that it was left to the president, which in the case of the national chairman of the party, he had, I mean, his thought and his decision held sway for the party. It was just a case of he wrote it down and said, this is the candidate, this is our national chairman, and that was what meant to be. So in that sense, if it was left to the president, who in your mind do you think would be?
To be honest with you, I don't know, and I'm being very, very honest. I'm very honest with you. I can't think about who the president has in mind. I have not heard from anybody, who says, I think the president says this, and things like that. So that's a president really that keeps things to himself. But it's different from being the chairman of APC. Chairman of APC is chairman of our own family. Is the father. This one is talking about the whole nation. We have 18 political parties in the country or something like that, and then we have millions of people who don't belong to any other party. So you're talking of a country of 200 million people. So definitely whatever the president is going to say has to take into consideration these other people, because he's a president of everybody, not president of just APC.
Left with you and your colleagues, governors, who would you rather pick?
That's what we are going to work on. That's what
has the governor met? The governors, have they met?
The governors were having this meeting, but because I made a commitment to you, I had to.
Yes, I truly need to apologize, because you said it, that you had this commitment, but because you have told us that you are going to grace this event,
as I'm talking to you, the governors are actually meeting right now, and I will leave here and rush.
And I don't take it for granted. I'll do as much as I can to release you on time.
No problem.
But for the governors, would you have picked one of you?
If we find one of us the best, we'll pick him.
But you prefer to be one of you, to be president. And it feels good when one of you sits at that seat, isn't it?
No, honestly, as I said, we may have somebody who is not a governor. I think I answered this, maybe it wasn't on this show, it's with Ladi, when he was asking me, must the next president be from the governors? And I said, no. I don't think so. I think we may even have a president who had never been a governor and may play a fantastic president whatsoever. So I don't belong to that group where we have, this inclination that it has to be a governor, has to be a senator, has to be this, to be honest with you.
But you have your own preferred person, you have a preferred aspirant.
We will sit down together and come up with
I'm talking about Engineer Abdullahi Sule, not Governor Sule.
No, as A.A. Sule, I have somebody in mind that I like.
Who is that person?
No, I can't disclose that.
You have already told me once, though.
No, well, I can't.
On this program. Maybe you don't want to say it now.
No.
Or maybe you've changed your mind since then.
No, I have not changed my mind. But even on this program, on that period, you asked me, I think when there was a visit, and I say, yeah, he's one of the most sellable candidates. And so many other candidates also have come up. I have not changed my mind. I strongly believe, that we have very, very strong.
Falana, why calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to sack the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, also frowned at the ongoing alleged bribery of Delhi.
He has breached in a very reckless manner